Darlene Sorkin.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to the show.
That's an interesting way to donate blood, Dave. You still using that twin-bladed axe?
Actually, your razor is responsible for this.
You went in my dressing room and borrowed my razor?
What else am I going to take, your curlers?
I need it back, although I hesitate to think of what it's going to do to my legs.
Your legs, mine are a mess.
Okay, Barney Stubble, you want really sharp comedy, check out this first clip.
I can make it.
Poor boo-boo.
Say space.
Space are the final frontier. These are the voyage Starship Enterprise. Experiment to explore strange new world, to sneak out new life, to boldly go where no man begun the form.
Good girl. Okay, now eat your chicken.
They don't get much cuter than that, but she sure is a young Trekkie.
Yeah, she must have started watching in the maternity ward.
Well, you remember a short time ago we asked the viewers to tape parodies of Star Trek and send them in?
Sure, I remember.
Well, that was one of them, and we'll be showing you some of the best of the rest tonight on America's Funniest People. Dave, what is the most impressive human trick you've ever seen?
Well, what pops into my mind is a skirt you wore a couple of weeks ago. Boy, how the heck did you get into that?
Okay, it was a little snug.
A little snug. It cut off my circulation.
All right, you made your point. But when it comes to combining physical with funny, this next group is in touch with their bodies.
But this outfit.
Hi, you know those chattering teeth? Well, I got my own.
Hi there, I'm going to take a miniature Frisbee and hold it up with my breast. Here we go, just my breast.
My name is Doug Fuselaire, and I'm going to do a neck trick for you.
Dave, are you into soul music?
Arlene, I am soul. I eat soul. I be soul. In fact, I even went to Seoul for the Olympics.
Thank you, Mr. Pryor. Well, you don't have to go that far from home for great soul music tonight. Take a look.
Yeah.
Hi, this is JR, and I'm doing James Brown at Burger Soul. Hi, welcome to Burger Soul. Can I make your order, please?
I like a double cheeseburger.
Have a cheeseburger. Who you like pickles? Yeah! Who you like the fries? Yeah! Who you like ketchup? Yeah! Who you like onion? Yeah! Well. I need my order now. Please. And I do mean he.
Oh, boy, I know we got a hot show tonight, but man, we could use some cool air.
Something must be broken back there.
No, I think you're fine.
I meant backstage.
Oh, okay, the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Well, Let's watch Randy Bob and Joe Bob with this old check and get some real repair tips.
Howdy, homeowners. Today we're going to demonstrate interior climate control.
Yeah, and we'll be using this here air conditioner that I rebuilt myself.
Joe Bob, what's your advice on filter maintenance?
Well, that's easy, Randy Bob. Just get rid of the filter altogether.
Perhaps we should move to the next step. Temperature adjustment.
I'm way ahead of you, Randy Bob. How's that, Randy Bob?
It's too dang cold, Joe Bob. Make it warmer.
No problem, Randy Bob. I installed a special souped-up heating coil. That better, Randy Bob?
Yeah, you're a cactus. Water. I need water.
You don't have to worry about that, Randy Bob. This is the house where we installed those overhead fire sprinklers.
You know, folks, sometimes you just can't beat old-fashioned fresh air. Too bad this house doesn't have any cross ventilation.
No problem, Randy Bob.
Tune in again next time for more helpful hints on this old shed.
We're looking for sports bloopers, so kids, grab your video cameras and tape the funniest foul-ups of your teammates, because your funny shots may be money shots.
America's funniest people will be right back. So don't go looking around.
No, if we can show them on the screen, the microwave popcorn has drained the dilithium crystals. Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk.
I don't want excuses, Scotty. I want entertainment.
Yeah, aye, Captain. I'll see if I can't beam up the tapes via the Starfleet Comedy Command.
Not so fast. Before we have everyone beaming, we want to thank Paramount Pictures for its cooperation with this segment. Now beam away.
You look like a remedial karate instructor.
Phasers on standby. Ray shields.
Reflectors on. Phasers. Stand by fire.
Captain, my sensors indicate these fur balls are getting stiff.
Got it. Beam up the board.
He's dead, Jim.
Captain's log. Stardate 9149.6.
Enterprise, this is the captain.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed.
He's dead, Jim.
This next abbreviated routine by Megan White of Orlando, Florida is letter perfect. At least that was my initial reaction.
Hi, I'm Megan White, and I wanted to tell you about my uncle who's a cop. He tells the greatest stories, except he uses a few too many letters, so I was going to try and explain it to you. He's my Uncle AJ, and he'll come home in the PM after a really tough day of OT at the FHP, and he'll be griping my Aunt Dee Dee, who works for AT&T. So he's griping about his CEO, who's a real from NYC, ex-USMC. His name's JD, a.k.a. JR, and he's got no IQ. So after taking his all day, my uncle just wants a little R&R in front of his RCA TV, maybe watching a good KO on ESPN, or maybe the NFL with LA playing DC on ABC. See, he loves the NFL because it reminds him of his days as a BMOC at UCLA, where he was a RB. I mean, he was no O.J. Simpson, but he was an MVP. So he's watching this game where the QB is MIA because he was caught doing PCP and LSD on the QT. Well, I mean, till he OD'd. Then they had to rush him to ER ASAP, and they put him in ICU with an IV awaiting his EKG. The MD said he would have been DOA, but they got him in the OR on the PDQ, so he's okay. Oh, and then then there was a time he did this hotel bust and caught this really GQ CPA in his BVDs with an RN giving him CPR. Of course, the RN's now at the CDC with an STD. That's BD. And this is the same CPA who was busted by the FBI or the CIA for trying to sell XXX, S&M, TNA, MGM, UA flicks to the KGB. And, of course, the IRS wanted him for that whole SNL thing. So, anyway, PS on the CPA. The PDHQ finally had to put out an APB on the CB form because they caught him DUI with no ID and an ABC and OBT at 3 a.m. Gee.
Hello, Arlene. It sure is good to be back in Hollywood. I love to come here and stargaze.
Well, Mr. Haney, who did you see today?
I thought I saw that Madonna girl, jaywalking on Sunset.
Wow.
It wasn't her, though. It was just some guy in a dress.
How disappointing. But take a gaze at these stars and maybe it will make your day.
I certainly hope so.
This is my impersonation of Cousin It of the Addams Family.
This is my impression of Barbra Streisand from The Way We Were.
Hubble, you can't leave now. It's very important to me. I used all my ration stamps on steaks and baked potatoes, and I was going to make a meatloaf for a pot roast, but I don't know which one you had this week. I don't even know if you like meatloaf or pot roast, and I would make a pork roast. No, but I keep a kosher house and 2 sets of dishes. You know what I mean?
My impression of Geraldo Rivera. Thank you. This is my impersonation of Dolly Parton getting excited.
Arlene, when you think of romance, what part of the country comes to mind?
Oh, I think of the South. I think of the gracious and genteel Southern belle such as myself being courted by a charming Southern gentleman as he hugs my neck and whisks me around the dance floor.
Well, then, my little honeysuckle rose, take a gander at this and you may want to rethink your dance card. Low SAT scores.
Yeah. My name is Anna Demergen.
And I'm Darren Mann, and this is our interpretation of the Southern mating call.
Hello, America. Are you ready to rock?
Rocker Dave, are the rumors true that you're giving a free concert at Dodger Stadium?
Well, the concert part's true, but I don't know about free. The only thing free is the air, and I'm thinking about bottling that.
Well, Rocker Dave, I think you'll find the perfect opening act in this next video showcase, and this is for free.
Free? I thought this was a pay-per-view deal. Hey, man, my lawyers will be in touch with Vin DeBona Productions. Fake out. Whoa!
It's an old American folk song. If you know the words, sing along.
Dave, unlike Indiana Jones, I am not afraid of snakes, but I'm not in love with them either, so where did you get that?
Oh, I met her at a petting zoo. Think she's got a crush on me. But I'm feeling constricted.
So you might as well consider her your main squeeze?
Good one. Actually, we met during the taping of the latest adventure of the Jackalope.
Well, why don't we slither right into that?
Fast as fast
can be. You'll never catch me.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
but mine makes a lot of dough. Hey, a jackalope.
I demand to see the warden.
You hungry, jackalope?
Here's a key plate. I'm busting out.
I think Betsy's down a quart. Ooh.
I'll milk this bit for a few laughs. Fast as fast can be, you'll never catch me.
Ooh, time to nut that little varmint. Where is it? You're raising my cholesterol. Is that little varmint now, huh?
Chicken. Get it up. Ramming speed right in Yippee-ki-yay, partner! I really bought the farm, kids. And remember, don't feed the animals. Fast as fast can be, the zookeeper has the key.
If you have a funny or unusual talent and you want to compete in next season's weekly contest totaling $15,000, send your tape to us now at this address. For complete information or contest rules, just call us or write this address. We're not responsible for lost or misdirected tapes, you know.
Of all the important safety features we put in the new Camry, some may seem a bit extravagant.
Stronger body construction, child protector rear door locks, rear seat headrests, adjustable front seatbelt anchors, standard driver side airbag, available anti-lock brakes.
But when it came to safety, we didn't ask what it costs. We asked what it could save. The all-new 1992 Toyota Camry. We just couldn't leave well enough alone.
I told my girlfriend Rochelle I had dry skin. She kept telling me not to use soap.
Dove contains 1/4 moisturizing cream. It won't dry your face like soap.
With Dove, my face feels smoother, even better than Rochelle's. Don't tell her I said that.
He vowed he'd return to prove their love affair with butter didn't have to end because of cholesterol.
Jimmy, you're back.
This is for you.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter, the taste you love without the cholesterol.
And now, back to our show.
What kind of cereal is that? Kix. Is that the coloring with funny flavors in them? Nope. These are good. Is this the marshmallow stuff? No.
Kix is a cereal with a corn crunch that kids like. And Kix is low in sugar. That's what moms like.
Kix! I guess everybody likes these Kix.
Kix. Kid tested, mother approved.
That cough sounds bad.
When her little patient is coughing, it's the biggest thing on Mom's mind. That's why there's Robitussin Pediatric. Great tasting cough and cold relief. Formulated just for kids. From the brand more doctors and pharmacists recommend. Robitussin Pediatric gives long-lasting cough relief, day or night, so both the patient and the doctor can rest comfortably. Robitussin Pediatric Cough, a new cough and cold formula. Recommended by Dr. Mom.
The reviews are in.
I need to show you something.
New York Magazine calls it hugely entertaining.
Is this too weird for you?
TV Guide calls it an engrossing depiction of sex and scandal.
Look who's getting lucky.
Scott Turo's The Burden of Proof next.
This tour package is a joke.
Well, what else would you expect from Dave Collier's Comedy World Tour, huh? I mean, where else can you sample the jokes of 57 countries in 30 days?
Save your money, folks. You can get plenty of worldly laughs just by watching this next package.
You haven't lived until you've sampled a Bulgarian knock-knock joke.
I've been dieting for months. I'm trying to get back to my original weight. 7 pounds, 3 ounces.
What do you call a blonde behind a steering wheel? An airbag.
Panicky guy calls the hospital. Help, my wife is having a baby. And the nurse says, is this her first child? And he says, no, this is her husband.
Arlene, this next video reminds me that we must make an all-out effort to recycle all reusable material.
You certainly do your share.
You talking about my jokes or my trash?
Dave, I would never trash your jokes.
Well, thank you, and I'll never trash your dresses.
Thank you. Right now, let's watch Bill Smith of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania turn yesterday's papers into today's funny pages.
Hi, I'm Buffalo Bill. You may have heard of me as the Great Buffalo Bill. I'm going to break all precedent by explaining the secret of a magic trick to you today. The old newspaper trick, where I show you the pages of a newspaper, you remember what they look like. Just the big words and pictures will be good enough. Then I begin to act like I tear it up and put it back together. Here's the secret. I never actually tear the paper. This is a special technique of folding that gives the near-perfect illusion of paper being torn. The reason this is such a clever illusion is because it not only looks like I'm tearing the paper, but you hear the sound of paper being torn as well. That's a noise that I make with my mouth like a ventriloquist. If you watch my lips, I don't think you'll see the move, but you should still hear the sound of tearing paper. This is called subliminal ventriloquism. Didn't see my lips move, did you? Now, straighten the edges a little bit. Get out your magic wand. Give the paper a tap. Then, all you should have to do is unfold it, and we'll see that it's never been torn. That's the old newspaper trick, and I'm Buffalo Bill.
Producers have made their decision.
And don't tell me I'm not getting an executive parking spot. I earned that spot, I deserve that spot, and I need that spot.
Dave, would you calm down? I meant they'd made their decisions as to the 3 finalists.
Oh, sorry.
Now, third place gets $2,000, second gets $3,000.
And our grand prize winner gets $10,000.
In random order, our first finalist is James Brown at the burger stand, J.R. Richardson from Houston, Texas.
Who you like pickles? Yeah! Who you like the fries? Yeah! Who you like ketchup? Yeah! Who you like onion? Yeah! Well.
Second is Gilligan's Boat, Kevin Burke from Hammond, Indiana.
Last is baby Star Trek Jessica Coughlin from Abington, Massachusetts.
Boldly go when the men began the form.
Good girl. Okay, now eat your chicken.
Now, while the audience votes on the finishing order,
I'm going out to see if I can get the name changed to my parking spot.
Dave, whose name is there now?
Some guy named Compact.
We'll be right back.
Who will win the $10,000 grand prize this week? We'll find out in a moment.
America's Funniest People will be right back, right, Arlene?
That's right, Dave. And remember, no funny, no money.
Oh, boy. Somebody must think we're special because we got Post Raisin Bran. It's premium.
Premium?
Tastes great, right? Because Post only picks the big, plump raisins, not little ones.
No way.
Those big, crispy flakes. Look close.
Looks bumpy.
Well, that's a natural whole wheat and a wheat bran. Somebody sure must think we're special.
It's our mommy.
Post Raisin Bran. It's premium, and that makes everybody feel like somebody special.
Drixoral is. Sudafed isn't. Drixoral is. Contac isn't. Drixoral is the only 12-hour cold medicine you can buy that was once a prescription and is still available in its original prescription strength. Drixoral.
Pour on the cheddar and make it taste better.
Potato?
Dull.
With cheddar?
Delicious. Anybody want chips? No. Well, how about some cheddar cheese nachos?
With your vegetables?
Oh, no.
With cheese?
Oh, great.
The great taste of cheddar makes everything taste better.
Monday at 8, 7 Central.
Get out. Maybe we can work something out.
A killer cop takes his last stop.
Broadcast said it was a suicide. Looked that way to me.
FBI, the untold stories. Then,
Everybody's got their assignments.
follow the force
It'll take a second and a half for him to put two in your head.
on American Detective, Monday.
Dave, it's time for our big announcement.
Yeah, I just got back from the lot, and if you own a 62 Impala, your lights are on.
Bigger. Our finishing order, tonight's second place finish is Baby Star Trek, Jessica Coughlin.
And our grand prize winner is...
For Gilligan's Boat, Kevin Burke of Hammond, Indiana. Congratulations, Kevin. Dave, I have an idea.
What?
Let's carpool next week.
You got the spot, didn't you?
Maybe. Until then, folks, no funny.
No money. Good night.
Good night.
This is Charles Gibson.
And Joan London. This week, our Hollywood Wake Up Tour. Join us on the sets of America's favorite TV shows.
The Star Trek crew, Jason Priestley and Candace Bergen at work this week on Good Morning America.
Now stay tuned for The Burden of Proof, an ABC miniseries.